Okay, so you want to extract the content from any website without having to lift a finger. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create an AI-powered tool that scrapes any site with no coding required. Whether you're looking to analyze your competitors' content or you just want data collection, this build has you covered. So let's just get into it. So for the people who don't know me, my name's Alex and I'm from Make It No Code, where we help people build automations using the make.com platform. Automations like this, where you can actually scrape content from other people's websites for your own use. This build will be available in our platform. You can find it in the link below. This is our school community where you can just download all the files for free, including this workshop. So if you head over to there, you can just grab the JSON file. And in this video, I'm going to explain you how you can build the whole automation step by step. So I'm first going to take you through what I've built, then I'm going to show you how you can import it, and then I'm going to show you how you can build this whole process step by step yourself. It's really easy, so just follow along. So I'm going to show you how you can rip any website that you want. All you have to do is put in a URL. For this example, I've chosen this website, the assassination attempt on Trump. So I'm grabbing the URL from it. I'm just copying that. I'll show you how to do this in bulk later on, but just so you understand how this build is made, I'm going to show you the basic trigger. So I'm opening this one and I'm putting in the URL here. Then I let the automation run. There you go. It's made a summary of this whole article and then it's scraped the full website. So it's taken all the content from it. And you can do with this whatever you want. So you could analyze your competitors' data, see how they're writing. You could improve on it. This way you collect loads and loads of different sources of content and combine them into new articles on the same topic. You can do with it whatever you please. So for this next part, you will need to head over to make.com. This is where you can create your account to be able to run these automations. The link should be in the description down below. So head over to make.com, create an account. Once you have that, you can log in and you should be taken to your organizational screen. So top right, you can click on create a new scenario. And instead of hitting this beautiful purple button right in the middle here, you just head over to the three dots at the bottom and then say import a blueprint. I have mine preloaded, so I'm just going to check it out. My latest one, blueprint. Now I'll make sure that when you don't download the files, it be named correctly, so you can just import it straight into your make.com account. You will need to connect all the elements yourself. So Perplexity, you will need to add an account. Please check our school community because we have explanation videos on how to connect each part of these. That's just how you connect or import your JSON file for now. Now I'd like to show you how you can build this whole automation yourself. So I'm just going to delete everything in my scene and then I'm going to start from here. So the first trigger we would need is the most basic trigger. That would be I'm just going to hit the big plus button and I'm going to scroll down and then go for tool. And then I'm going to say basic trigger. So I'm going to say add, and then I'm going to say add URL below, and then I put in the URL that you want to scrape. So I'm just going to say Google for now, google.com, just so that it's preloaded. The next thing we need to do is grab a HTTP GET connection. That means that we need to add a module. So what I want to do is hit this plus button, and then I'm going to go for HTTP, HTTP, and then I'm going to say make a request. It's asking what's the URL, and I'm just grabbing the URL from the previous step. Then I'm going to say get, I'm just going to hit OK. So we've already got two parts of the module running. So this means I put the URL in here, then this will get the information from the URL. Then what I want to do is hit the plus button again, and I'm going to say pause. I'm going to say pause, text pause, get content from from HTML. Get content from HTML. That's the one that I need. I'm going to say plus. I'm going to type in parse, text parser, HTML to text. Where does it come from? I want that the results from this. So that would be the data result to be loaded into text parser, and then hit OK. Now for the next part, I would like to talk to Perplexity. So I'm going to hit plus here, type in Perplexity AI. This one, create a chat completion. Then I would like to go for this model. So I'm going to copy in the prompt that I'm using. There we go. There's the prompt. And then you are a transcript summarizer. Summarize the following text. And then it needs to summarize the text coming from here. So that would be literally called text. And I'm going to put it as a role as a user. And I'm going to put it as a temperature 1.2. So that means if I would put it at as an example, if I would put this at 1.99, that would mean that the variations each time you run through it are very different. Being 1.0 would be the same, pretty much the same every time. I like a little bit of variation, so I put it on 1.2, and then I just hit OK. After that, I'm going to add another Perplexity module, so I do the same thing. I hit plus, and because I've used it a couple of times before, it shows up here. Create a chat completion, and then I'm going to go for the same model, and then I'm going to say message, add a message as a user, and then I'm going to throw in my prompt here. The prompts, everything will be included in the course. Just check out our school community. So I'm going to hit remove all the URLs from the following text. There you go. Full stop. I'm going to give it a maximum tokens. I'm going to give it a maximum tokens of 4,500. I'm going to put the temperature just like before on 1.2. Oh, 1.2. There we go. And then I'm going to hit OK. So far, it's grabbed the URL, it's extracting the content, it's throwing it through a text parser, it's writing a summary of everything in the article, and then it's removing the URL. So remove the URLs from the following text. Does that, and then I would like it as an end result. My choice is just a Google Doc because this is a simple build. So I'm going to say doc, so Google Doc. So connect your Google account onto this. I'm going to say create a document. I'm going to call it scrape. So I could also say scrape and then give it the URL. So now I would say the document name would be scrape google.com, because remember at the beginning we put in here Google, so it will give as a result scrape www.google.com, and the content will be, I'm going to take the result from this one, so I'm going to type in, this would be the summary, and then full scrape. So for the summary, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab the results from this one, message, content, and then I do the same for this part. So I'm going to go to choices, and then I'm going to go hit message, and I'm going to hit content, and that's it. Where do I want to store it? It's asking, I want to store it in my drive, and then I'm going to put it in a folder, results, and then I'm going to hit enter. So that's the full build. So if I'm just going to hit this little button at the bottom, auto align, everything will be aligned as the button says. So you can see it run through the whole automation, and then I'm going to go back to my results document or my folder in Google Drive. This is the one I made earlier. Oh, there we go. And it's scraped the Guardian. It's given the URL. I'm just going to open it, and it's made the whole summary and extracted the content from this article. So that's a very simple way of extracting this content. How you could bulk generate this, so I will show you how you can do that next. I could go to Google Sheets, So I could type in Google Sheets, make a new sheet. So I'm going to call this one demo. What I can do here, I'm going to put URL. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw my Google document or the URL I want to scrape. That would be the attempted assassination on Trump. And what I'm going to do in the build, I'm going to take this one out. And I'm going to replace it. Let me just delete that one. You'll see. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put Sheets. I'm going to say Google Sheets. Watch for new row. What document, which drive do you want? I'm going to say, what did I call it? I called it demo. Call it demo Alex. Yeah. So that's the one that I'm looking for. So I'm looking for a file called demo Alex. Demo Alex. There you go. Does it contain headers? Let me just go back. Anything in this row will be skipped. So what it does, it says contain headers. Yes. It's going to limit this down to 1. So we'll only do 1 at a time. Oh, sorry. It's asking for a sheet name. That's in case you have multiple sheets here. This one's just called sheet 1. So sheet 1. And then I'm going to hit start. Where do you want to start from? All. Hit OK. And now if I say run once, it will give an error because I haven't mapped the field from here. So what I want to do next, I'm going to just delete this. I'm going to take out that field. I'm going to put the new URL in there. So see this little red dot there? That's because the URL had not been mapped. And then I just hit OK again. So now if I run it, it does the same thing, does exactly the same thing with the same URL, and it should give the same result. So let me just go back here. I'm just going to delete these, put in trash, and there's a new document. Save. So next I'm just going to auto-align it, and as you've seen, it runs by itself. So what I could do now, I could just say auto-run every 15 minutes. I could change that to every hour, every 2 hours, every minute. That would be a good one. Let's just try that. Regular intervals of, I'm going to put it on 1 minute. So you could have this whole automation check if a new row has been added here. So you could be doing your research online. So say you like this article as well. If you throw this article in the same sheet there, and then you'd carry on with your. So say you also like another article, this one. I'm just going to grab that. Then I'm going to throw it in my same document. And you'll see that this is running by itself in the background. So if I just leave it now, I will see my results come in. Just let it run. There's a new result. Comes in by itself. So you can see the results there. So just keep adding on to this document, and it will just keep adding on to this document, and it will scrape all the content for you, and you can do with it what you want. That's it for this build. I just try and keep it simple. If you found this video to be of value, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the algorithm. So for all the source files that can be found in our school community, just head over there. The link should be down below. It's in the build called Scrape Any Website. For all our automations, it works as follows. There's a full explanation on how it works. There's a video to show you how the automations work. Step by step, I'll take you through it. So there's David. He's also part of the Make It No Code team. And at the bottom of each automation, it shows you the files that you can just download for free and all the resources that you need to build this, step-by-step explanation on how to do it. So again, if you're interested in AI and AI automations, please check out our school community. That's it for now. I hope you liked it. Until next time.